What's up, YouTube? After the credits movie reviews here. Just got out of Nosferatu by Robert Eggers. I gotta say, definitely one of my favorite movies this year, by far. I know there was some mixed reviews online about it. Me personally, I thought it was one of the best movies of this year. He really knocked it out of the park with this one. He is one of my favorite movie directors, so I wasn't too surprised. He doesn't have too many movies out, but I think he's a great director, and I think he really puts out quality over quantity type movies. So I really like that. The acting in it was phenomenal. I gotta say, my favorite character this year is Count Orlok by far. His the way he speaks in the movie, like his accent, all that stuff is just top notch in my opinion. Bill Skarsgard really did an amazing job with this. My favorite thing about the movie is probably the cinematography. It's set in the 1800s. There's like, the bubonic plague and stuff like that. And, it really felt like you were in the 1800s watching this movie. Like, I've seen other movies in the past where it's set in the 1800s and you're watching and you're like, this doesn't feel like right at all. But, in this one, they really did a good job, showing the audience that this was this specific time it was set in. I was a big fan of that. My low point of the movie, honestly, is probably just the length of it. I thought it was kind of long for the type of movie it is. And, it is a horror movie. It's not one of those, jump scare type horror movies where you got to cover your eyes the whole time. It's not that type of movie. It is, just like Robert Eggers said, it's a gothic horror movie. So I was a big fan of that. There is a lot of times in the movie where, the characters are just talking. They're just rambling. So I do think it could have been cut shorter a little bit, but, that's not really up to me to decide. So that's just my personal opinion. Besides that, I think, the acting in it was top tier. Like I said, Nicholas Hoult, I don't know how to say his last name, but he is a big good actor. I'm a big fan of his. And Willem Dafoe, of course, can't forget him. He's definitely one of my favorite actors of all time. I'm a big fan of his in that movie too. Lily Rose Depp, I think, or Deep. She did amazing in the movie as well. And all the other actors, they did amazing. I was a big fan of it. I do have to say, I would probably give it a 8 out of 10. I don't think it's Robert Eggers' best work, but it's definitely up there for one of his best. He doesn't have too many movies. Like I said, he does put out more, like I said, quality over quantity type movies. And this is definitely one of them. I was a big fan of it. One thing I do like about the movie is how he uses a blue filter for a lot of his nighttime shots. That way you can clearly see everything that's happening in the movie, as opposed to not using a filter and just filming it normal with like normal lens, and you see a lot of stuff in the movies like dark and black and you can't see a lot during the nighttime shots. So I was a big fan of that. Yeah, like I said, top tier movie for me. 8 out of 10 for sure. And I thought it was pretty cool that it came out right on Christmas Day. I didn't watch it Christmas Day, but I was a big fan of that. I thought that was pretty cool advertising. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope everyone has a good night, and thank you for watching.